Alright, good morning everybody. Welcome to 307 Country. Another beautiful day out here. We're going to get going on cutting some 2x6's on the mill. So I got a Doug fir loaded up here, and I added another little addition, I guess you'd say, to the mill. So I'll show you that, show you the log, and we'll get to cutting. Alright, so I got a laser here, just magnetic mounted. We're going to give it a try and see how it works. You can see on the log, right there, there's a line. It's green, and it's right lined up with the blade. I just ran it in there a little bit to get a cut to mark it, so I don't know how well it's going to work or how much it'll help, but figured I'd give it a shot and see. Alright, we got a cant cut out of this, 10 inches by 11 1/8. I'm going to cut 5 1/2, roll it 90, and start cutting 2x. They'll be 5 1/2 by 1 7/8 inches is what they need to be. So the job they're going to, the guy's building the shed, and he put 2-inch square tubing, then he's got flanges welded on the sides to slide the 2x down into. So I'm 1 7/8 inches between the flanges. So go ahead and cut this and get her done. that wheelchair setup. I did notice something. The motors spin opposite directions, which makes sense. So I think if I switch the plugs around so that the motor with the sprocket on it's running opposite of what it should be, then if I push forward on my control, the mill will move forward. The actual engine actually spin the other way to the motor. So I'm going to try that here in a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and get these stacked on the gooseneck and load another log on here, move the slabs, and I got a bunch of this to cut today. So, all right, well, I got the rest of those 2x6's cut up and delivered. I didn't get the camera turned back on to finish up the rest of the cutting and stuff, but anyway, they turned out good, and I really like the power feed setup with the wheelchair motors. That works really good. I did try swapping the plugs around, but they're not long enough to switch from where I have the circuit board and stuff mounted, so I'd have to redo a bunch of stuff. So I'm not going to worry about it. I'll just use the controller backwards as forwards and forwards as backwards, so it works good. It really makes a consistent cut, which I like. It's a lot better than the hand crank, and way better than pushing it. I've seen some comments and forums and stuff, guys talking about power feeds, and there's guys out there just say, well, just push it, or I just push my mill, or you know, just push it through there. Well, maybe they can push their mill through the stuff they're cutting, but that doesn't work with these big fir logs. I can't imagine that it'd work very well with a big oak or hickory or something hard either. But anyway, enough on that. And works well. I really enjoy it, and it makes some nice lumber now. So want to say I love you all, and I want to thank everybody for subscribing and following along. I know it's been a while since I posted a video, and I'm going to try to get better at it. I can't make any promises. We'll see y'all on the next one. 307 out.